There are other folks, Paddy's likely one of them, that really like to eat food. And so I think he just kind of eats food and kind of eats a bit of all, because that's what living life is all about, and finds himself above 200 pounds, way outside of fight camp, and he has to struggle to get back down, which sucks. Whoa, him turning around like that and giving you that cold stare is something else, huh? Does he look like he's having fun, Scott?
No.
Hey folks, Dr. Mike here for RP Strength. I have been a longtime professor of exercise, sports science, and a competitive bodybuilder, and a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, which means I can pretend to know how to fight, but actually don't know how to fight, unless people grab me. And then sort of. But somebody who really for sure knows how to fight. One of the best in the world. His name is Paddy the Baddy Pimblett, which sounds like a joke because it's the least scary nickname anyone's ever been given. It seems ironic almost. And Paddy Pimblett sure doesn't rustle the old fear receptors, but this is a dangerous man who has beaten up like most of the people in the world, technically speaking. If you think of it, this UFC is the top fighters in the world. He's kind of beat them all. Let's find out what's good, what's bad, what's ugly, and let's get on. So Paddy the Baddy Pimblett lost 50 pounds for his weight cut, started at 205 pounds, and ended at 155 pounds. We can talk till we're blue in the face about this, but one thing I will tell you right now is that MMA cuts that last maybe even 15 or more pounds is body water. He almost certainly lost something like 30 pounds of a combination of fat and muscle. But he didn't lose 30 pounds, or sorry, he didn't lose 50 pounds of tissue. The last part of that is going to have to be water, and it's a big part of it. All right.
Yeah, being heavier to start with, like, I've been eating 2,000 calories a day, lad.
I have no idea what the he just said. For those of you that are
the translation down there,
yes, and he's speaking English. I believe Paddy the Baddy is from the Liverpool area, which means he speaks a dialect of English called Scouse, and it sounds amazing. And everything out of every Scouse person's mouth is pure poetry, as far as I'm concerned. I could listen to it all day. It does not mean I understand it all day, because gee whiz, that's one hell of an accent. But it looks like 7 weeks out, he's at about 190 pounds, which makes sense. Because if you typically weigh about 170, very lean, then you're not going to be that lean most of the time that you're just in outside of fight camp training, and you'll float up. Folks that don't have genetically big appetites, and or folks that really want to clamp down and eat pretty clean and rigorously all year round, which costs some decent stress, by the way, I might say, they might float up into the high 170s, low 180s, their fight camp just peels the weight off of them. They get to about 170. They make the cut to 55, no problem. There are other folks, Paddy's likely one of them, that really like to eat food. And if he was to curtail his food, it would be like a lot of stress for him, and stress is no good for fight development. And so I think he just kind of eats food and kind of eats a bit of all, because that's what living life is all about, and finds himself above 200 pounds, way outside of fight camp, and he has to struggle to get back down, which sucks. And for him, 2,000 calories a day, he's probably burning something like 3,000 calories a day, maybe a little bit more. And so, because, MMA training is a lot of shit. And so, man, he's probably at 1,000 calorie deficit, which sucks. It does mean he can expect to lose roughly about 2 pounds of tissue per week. And so if he does that for 6 or 7 weeks, well, there you go. He's in striking distance of 155. It sucks, but it's real.
Yeah, I'm looking at the macros on this workout window meal, and it's making me sad for him.
Oh yeah.
316 calories. Have fun.
16 protein, 45 carbs, 8 fats. It really doesn't look tasty. It looks like somebody threw up into a cup and just closed it, to be completely honest. A lot
Irish
of food looks like that. Oh, what are you saying Irish for? I'm f***ing Scouse, you f***ing f***.
Is that different?
I can't tell the accents apart. Scottish, Irish, Scouse, Welsh. You guys all sound amazing.
How's the weight feeling so far?
Do me head in, lad.
If I didn't have that written down for me, I would have no idea what he said. Okay, so now he's lighter, 187 pounds, well on his way. I will give Paddy mad respect. when he locks into the diet, it really seems like he locks in and gets the job done, which is testament to his true professionalism.
One of these, dude. Yeah. Let's get you one of these, dude.
I consider I've done 5 litres of water. No salt, water loading, so that I can get all the water out of my body, water out of my system for the weight cut. 81.5 I think I was in London. Yeah, I was very frustrated about that, lad.
Hey, all right, 174.9, getting close now. This is within almost striking distance for many people to make a water cut for 155. Now, a reminder, water cuts under careful supervision and oversight, when they're not much higher than about 7% of your body weight, are typically quite safe for most people. If they're not properly supervised, if you do real stupid things, and as soon as you get to cutting over 7%, man, you're really entering some unlikely but realistic possibility of health complications. You can pass out in the sauna, you can have electrolyte disruptions and do weird things to your heartbeat. A few athletes, unfortunately, over the history of combat sport weight cutting have died from it. It is exceedingly unlikely that will happen, but it is a realistic possibility. So getting as low as you can before you cut to make sure you're not doing crazy shit to your body seems to be pretty wise, but not so low that you give up a lot of muscle and body weight in the process, because generally speaking, in a fight, you want to be as big as possible. Because as we know from, well, Scott, Jane Goodall's absolutely landmark work with gorillas, there are no weight classes in the jungle.
That's true.
Yes, 170 dead.
170 even 48 hours before the weigh-in. That's basically when you start the process of eliminating most water and a large fraction of food from your diet. And yeah, 15 pounds is awful, but realistic.
It's weight cut week, 8 litres of water a day, no carbohydrates now, just on protein and fats.
This is a very good weight cut. Carbohydrates load into your muscles as glycogen. And for every gram of glycogen, every gram of carbohydrate you consume and gets loaded into your muscles, your body puts in another 3 or so grams of water, which means that if you reduce your glycogen substantially by no longer consuming carbohydrates, you end up peeing out a crap ton more water than otherwise, and you hold very little back. This is one of the reasons why when people switch to low carb, they lose a lot of glycogen up front, and the keto diet, for example, and they lose 10 pounds in that first week, 15 pounds. They're like, oh my God, I'm losing tons of fat. Well, that's really not fat you're losing mostly just yet. It's mostly body water. But in Paddy's case, that is exactly what he wants to do.
Best weight yet, and the best preparation yet. Little shake out, a couple of baths, done and dusted.
So he said couple of baths. That means oftentimes that people will take a literal bath. They'll put super hot water into a bath, nice and comfy, but just barely so. They'll get in. It's nice. It helps you kind of recover a little bit. It's de-stressing, and it also makes you sweat a shitload into the water. Scott, you know that when you're in a jacuzzi, you sweat into the water and everyone's swimming in your sweat?
Yeah.
Are you the kind of guy that pees in the pool?
Oh, no. I don't even like to get in pools, really.
I definitely don't pee in pools.
Do you?
Scott, I've shit in the pool before, man. Do you know fish pee in the ocean? They poop in there too.
Either, boy.
Do you pee in the ocean?
Don't get in the ocean.
Whatever.
Ocean's gross.
You're gross. If I had a picture of a beautiful Caribbean sea, all that fucking blue water, and then I have a picture of Scott in the nude, which I do, it's a work of just absolutely dazzling art. It hangs above my bed. Which one do you think is prettier? I think I just answered my own question. Wow, you really are gorgeous. Do you think Paddy the Baddy pees in the pool?
I mean, jeez.
What does that say about you as a person if you do or don't pee in the pool? If you don't pee in the pool, it says you're both very civilized and very cultured, but it also tells me you're kind of uptight. But at the same time, if you just let it rip, then, you're cool and chill and you're probably cool to party with, but you probably also get overwhelmed. The RP Hypertrophy app removes all uncertainty and makes the pee in pools process precisely defined. Choose your pre-made workout plan from dozens available in the app, plug in your weights, and the app takes care of the rest for months of productive training. Ready? Click on the link in the description of this video to get started. Oh, sweaty. One of the most demoralizing things that can ever happen to you in the situation is you're just getting after it you're moving, you're grooving. It feels like it's been a long time. You feel yourself sweating, you're getting really tired and gross. And then you look at the scale and it's like down, you think it's going to be down like 7 pounds and it's down like 3. And you have this like shell shock where you're like, oh, I could die here. It's not likely, but it's not impossible.
Doing it like that.
Whoa, him turning around like that and giving you that cold stare is something else, huh? The f*** are you doing to me, tub? Does he look like he's having fun, Scott?
No. This doesn't seem fun at all.
Nah, it's better than other ways of putting off body water. Hot tub's really nice, but another thing, really quick, if you're ever trying this yourself, don't ever get into the tub to cut water without someone being in there with you, not in the tub, in the bathroom, to make sure your dumbass doesn't pass out and slip under the fucking waves, so to speak. That really does happen. And you should be in the tub naked, so at least your person handler with you has something nice to look at, or something grotesque to look at. Either way, they're having fun.
Doing it like a champ, mate, in the jacuzzi. Feel like Tony Montana. Feeling good. Feeling real good.
Man, I gotta tell you, mentality is a huge thing. Paddy the Baddy's just like, he wants to be there. You can't replace that. And he's always cheery and shit. He seems like a really awesome guy.
I think it's important for anybody watching. Some of the cuts that go on are dangerous, people, like risk and reward. Paddy does big cuts, but he's got a big reward for it. If you're amateur or you're starting off, remember that there's real health implications and nobody can say it's risk-free.
Yeah, if you cut weight often, it kind of deteriorates your body. It's bad for your health. All this weight comes back, and then your body is so shocked that you lost this much body water, it'll bloat you back up even higher afterwards. Your hunger will be super insane. Weight cutting is for high-level athletes to do. It is not for most people because it's pointless. You'll just gain the water weight back. Longer diets lasting somewhere between 8 and 12 weeks in most cases, where you lose, about 0.5% of your body weight per week. So if you weigh 200 pounds, losing a pound per week is really good. That is the kind of thing that you can finish, maintain, and do again later in the year. You sequence a couple of years of 2 diets per year, and you can lose 30, 40, 50 pounds. People do this. It's the best way. It's the healthiest way to do it. If you are younger, if you are a child, if you are not high school age yet, water cutting is really fucking stupid, because you're just trying to build a baseline of skills, baseline of muscle mass to get you where you need to go. Staying in a specific weight class on purpose is arguably not the greatest thing in the world, even through high school, because if you have to undereat substantially, you literally will not have the kind of brain development you could have otherwise had eating well, and you almost certainly won't grow as tall as you could if you're constantly cutting weight in middle school and high school for combat sport or any other sport. So my sincere wish is that people just didn't really weight cut for middle school and high school. Once they turned 18, do the safe thing, rock on. Other than that, I think weight cutting is needlessly dangerous for no really good reason. Almost no federations, other than really professional high-end ones like the UFC, need a 24-hour weight cut. 2 hours works great, mat side works great, and then there's not really an incentive to do much cutting. Folks, there is still more video to come, but if you would like a longer, harder, more extended, more uncut, maybe even a bit more scouse version of this video, then the members section is where to get it. You can sign up somewhere around here. There's also tons of great value in that does not just include the extended exercise scientist critiques videos. All right, Mike, shut up. Back to the video. That's got to have been pretty good to see. 157, damn close. Typically, I don't know how it's set up in the UFC, but you have an official scale. You have unofficial scales. Just to make sure that you're good to go, you want to weigh in a little bit lower, maybe about 0.5 pound lower than your weight class on the unofficial scale, so that you have buffer in case the official scale is a little bit heavier of a scale. That's just good common practice. With weight cutting, the sooner you can start rehydrating, the better you will be on fight day. So if you weigh in and you're off, they let you go and off and come back some amount of time later, including sometimes hours later. You don't want to spend those hours cutting more weight. You want to spend those hours relaxing and rehydrating. So getting to a little bit below where your weight is a really, really big deal.
I float a key overnight and then I don't even have to get another bath.
Hey, there it is.
First time making championship weight and done it easy. Easy bitches.
He's walking around pretty energetic for having cut that much.
Dude, it's crazy. I mean, 2,000 calories a day doing like the hardest training of your life is like, I can't even imagine. Miserable.
Sucks. Definitely sucks. Paddy the Baddy. Meticulous, calm, and enjoying the process. Out of 10. I wish more of us could be serious when it counts and goofy when it doesn't count, like Paddy the Baddy. And I think a lot of people are big fans of his because he jokes and fucks around a lot, but at the same time, he gets it done. So from one not so great martial artist to one of the best martial artists on the planet, Paddy, you're the fucking man. Out of 10, because that's the rating. See you guys next time. All right, that was super fun. I think the next time I go to the UK, I want to go visit Liverpool. Liverpoolians, comment below to let me know where to go and not to go. Also, this video right here might be fun to click on if you're from Liverpool or not even. See you next time.